Oh my gosh, is that the legendary Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire?
Just in time, Mr. Stark.
Nice to meet you. And for the record, I like your movies, they are great.
Thanks, Tony. So, about this meeting.
You're gonna continue Tom and Andrew's story, yes?
Yes, and I'm gonna tell it in my perspective. So where did they finish it off?
The last time I heard of you was you go pursuit Times Square and you let the two Spider-Men go get Aunt May on Queens. Andrew told his part that he was tortured and he flew off into hiding.
I'm gonna start off into what happened on my end. So as soon as I swing into Times Square, I saw the crowd rounding up into the bottom of the only light source in the city. I landed in between of them to ask if everyone is alright. Everybody seems okay until the people ask me what is going on. I really don't know. I can't answer a very difficult question that I am too scared to know also. With all my experiences as the web slinger, the goblin, Doc Ock, a couple of burglars and getting powerless, this is the worst thing that I have ever experienced. Magic and all those stuffs, and now, total blackout. The people though, they knew I am Spider-Man. But they don't really know that I'm from another dimension. Though, they believe in me, they also looked at me as a hero. I can see in their eyes that they have hope that I would protect them.
So they still look up to you.
I just stood there telling the crowd to light up all their cars so the roads could be lit, go to their homes, and keep away from any battle. Luckily, Electro did not fry every electrical thing in here. But my spider sense tingles.
Oh no.
I heard a scream and from out of nowhere comes the arms of Doc Ock hitting me hard. I stumbled to the ground as his arms grappled my feet. I saw him, right in front of me, Dr. Octopus. He is alive. Dr. Octavius. How? How are you alive? I panicked. Because of him, Mr. Parker. He smiles and looked behind me, as my spider sense tinkles like crazy. I quickly ducked as a giant black monster springs towards me. It cannot be. My thoughts gone wild. I remembered, this was the exact thing Spider Holland has dreamed of.
What a horrible reunion we have here.
Hi buddy, pal, long time no see huh? Smiled Harry. What happened to you, Harry? I was shocked by his state. This isn't normal. This is madness. This is what you made Peter. You think you're saving the people. But really you are just creating enemies along the way, making the world more of a dangerous place. He replied with anger as this black symbiote feeds on him. The symbiote Harry. It's making you evil. I yelled. He then laughed saying that he is already evil, and this venom is only fueling him up. The symbiote covers his head again to see the venom's evil face. He charges at me as Doc Ock arms grabs my two arms. I can't move as I am trapped.
Oh no, here comes the fight.
He hits me hard at my chest with a huge haymaker.
Ouch.
I nearly lost my breath and focus as his punch was so massive. His strength is impeccable. Oh, did that hurt, Spider-Man? That's just one punch. There's more. As he blasted me with a punch in my face, my jaw shakes.
That's got to hurt.
You know what's the problem in this world? Is that you got here, a hero. Yelled Venom to the crowd as he removes my mask.
Oh crap.
The crowd was shocked. They only saw a nerd, a simple guy, bleeding. Yes, Olive got a hero, but this hero could not even save himself. How could all of you hope that the Spider-Man would save you if he himself is helpless? Venom yelled, with anger, while he slapped me hard. I was indeed helpless. I don't know what to do but to see the crowd in silence. Venom yells again. Now we are gonna test your hero's skills. He then grabbed one kid from the crowd. It was a teenager, a boy. Hey Pete, remember when we were in high school? You looked exactly like him. As he mocks me with his sarcastic attitude. Now my, Venom, would feed on this kid's body. You have 5 minutes to save this kid, or else the symbiote will feed on his corpse. As he laughs in joy.
That is brutal, dude.
I yelled in anger. I struggled to get off Doc Ock's chains as I saw the symbiote crawling into the kid's feet. The kid is desperately crying for my help, Looking right into my eyes, I struggle. "Please help me, Spider-Man," he cries. Venom only laughs while he stares at me. I struggled so hard, but both my feet and arms are caught up in Doc Ock's tentacles. "4 minutes, Spider-Man, or you won't save this child," said Venom. As I yell with all my strength, I successfully pulled one arm of Doc Ock to me while webbing his face. He got distracted as the web covers his whole face. His suffocation caused the arms to let go to save Doc Ock. I successfully broke free, but as soon as I rushed the kid with my web, Venom had a hold of my arm and tossed me away. He laughs. "Peter, 3 minutes. Prove you're worthy for these people." As the symbiote grew into the kid's body, the kid cries continuously. I stood up, ready for another chance, but as soon as I got my head up, Venom punched me again. He held my neck and raised me up, while his other hand stormed me with punches throughout my torso and face. I felt like a powerless ragdoll. My strength kept me from passing out, but it doesn't keep me from overpowering him. He is just too strong.
Damn, he is overpowering you.
"You failed them," yelled Venom as he smashed me straight on the ground. I was bleeding so bad. I saw the crowd watching at me. Some crying, some are just in fear. The police suddenly came with choppers.
Seems like the police won't do any help either.
2 minutes. Hero. Don't fail these crowd, as he tossed me right at the kid. I got relieved, but as soon as I started to save the kid, Venom yells again. "Choose Spider-Man." The kid. "Oh, are the police?" As I saw him, his symbiote has grabbed the police and the choppers. He's just not normal for your everyday villain. Some police managed to shoot him, but that does not affect him at all. I panicked more, but the police says save the child. I had no choice but to grab the kid out of that monster. I struggled, but I can't. The symbiote is resisting. "Very well then," said Venom as he bites one officer. The victim just yells in pain as the venom eats his flesh. There was no blood, but the symbiote just ate the officer. The crowd yells in terror. Others flee, but some just watch. I struggled to release the kid as I told him to close his eyes. I don't want him seeing that horror. As I struggled more in hope to save this kid, I can hear the horror at my back, the cries of dying. I turned my back to see Venom feasting on the boys in blue. The chopper was tossed away by his symbiote, and he kept yelling, "1 minute, Peter, and I'll kill the kid next." I panicked. As I tear a symbiote from the kid, more symbiote just sticks to him again. The more I try, the harder it sticks. I don't know what else to do but to try, until Venom yells time's up.
Oh no, what's he going to do?
He swiftly grabbed me by his symbiote tentacle arms and tossed me away. I landed at the center as I saw the Venom walk towards the crying kid. "Now look at your idol fail, people of New York," Venom says as he grabbed the kid and ate it. I screamed with anger as I ran off towards him, spinning some of my webs to pull the Venom off, but Venom caught me once again. "Haven't you learned your lesson?" he screams at me as he kicked me with his knees. "This guy is not your hero. He is just a bait. He is just the reason enemies were born." He preached to the people. This so-called hero is responsible for many deaths. The police, the kid, Norman Osborn, Ben Parker. He yells at me while I lay powerless at the floor. The crowd is listening. All of them are quietly listening. "Oh, I know what you did, Peter. I know you had the chance to stop a killer, but you did not. You settled for selfishness and self-importance. And what happens exactly after that? The killer shot a man while escaping. You are responsible." He yelled with rage, while I cried, remembering my mistakes.
That is pretty hard for you, man.
And don't make me start off with killing mentally ill man. Norman Osborn could be a sociopath, but he is ill. His life doesn't deserve to be taken by your hands. He shouts. I did not kill him, Harry. He tried to kill me and he killed himself. I answered, as he looked into my eyes. So that's that, huh? If there's no other way, then you'll just consider him dead, even if you could have saved him? He whispers. It was an accident, Harry. I said. But he was my father. You could have saved him. But no. He shouts louder and with pain. He slaps me so hard, it was like tossing me around like a toy. You don't deserve your power, Peter Parker. You made me turn into this. If you had done better, I should single quote be like this. You made me a monster. Now see the crowd learn how the great hero Spider-Man created this monster. As he smashed me again, I fell again on the ground. I see everyone crying, all hope lost in their eyes. Who is gonna save the people of New York now, Spider-Man? He screams and laughs as he punches my face again and again, and again, and again. I see nothing but everything fading away.